Hello and welcome, everybody. Welcome to A1R Psychic Radio and Moonstruck TV. I hope you've had a wonderful week, and most importantly, I hope you've had a wonderful year. It's just not just the week, the whole year. I've been really, really busy. I've been really getting out on the land a little bit. We've had a bit of sun here on the Central Coast, and I was just talking to our wonderful producer Dave and telling him about the fruit farm that I'm actually very blessed to be a part of, and so. Yeah, I've been really, really busy, being very creative, and I always love this day with you, this time with you. So thank you very much for tuning in. I hope that throughout the day, throughout the course of today, we will definitely do a caller. But I'd also love to just connect with you and see what's going on in the consciousness. Make a little bit of a connection. Whilst waiting for the show to start, I actually was tuning into my beautiful trees that are just at my views, just out there. And I was just connecting. I was just watching how the wind and the breeze just really allows them to be, and how strong and solid they are. Like if you look at a tree, it just stands still and it does its thing, and it's rock solid. And I just thought if only more people would be more inclined to be more centered and rock solid, I think that would be fantastic. But trees know what they have to do, and I guess sometimes we forget what we have to do, and sometimes it's not a lot. Sometimes it's just a matter of being and appreciating and just being where you need to be. So I always never know what I'm going to talk about. I sit here and I do a little bit of a meditation before my show, and I go, okay, Spirit, whatever's meant to be, please let me share it with the world. And most important, let's share that love. I was having a moment and sent all my children a lovely love message, just saying that they're loved, and sometimes that's all we have to do is just share a little bit of love. And I hope today's show, you can feel my love coming out to you and to your loved ones, and wherever you are in the world. And I thank you very much again for just being here and supporting my lovely Soul Talk show. And, I was thinking mixing it up over the next few shows, and I will share some things on little things like crystals and how we can work with crystals, how you can work with, tapping into different aspects of your energy. So these are shows that I'm looking forward to sharing with you in the future. And I always love taking calls. Your calls are important because I know the messages that come through, whether they be from loved ones or just, futuristic messages. For those of you just listening or watching for the first time, I am actually a professional medium, clairvoyant / paranormal investigator / Reiki and all those things. I do a whole lot of things. So check it out on my website later on. But I am very honored and very blessed to be a part of this wonderful program, and to also be able to reach, I'm in Australia, for those of you who don't know, to be able to reach you in all different parts of the world. I think that's just amazing. And I just love the fact that we can all connect. And, there may be things that I share in different shows that really resonate with you, and there may be things that you go, oh, I don't know about that. And that is perfectly fine. I guess it's about giving yourself permission to discern and find what feels right for you, whether it be my show, somebody else's show, or information in general. And, I think right now we're in a time, we've just had the new moon come into Leo, so that's quite a powerful time. And it's also very, excuse me, I was just, forgot I'm on air, just like had a little brush on my eyebrow. But it's a time where, you may feel, for some of you, you may feel that emotionally there is a lot of letting go and not knowing what to move into next. So just be aware that at the moment with the new moon, we've got wonderful opportunities, but sometimes letting go of the old or just the old beliefs or even the old relationships is not always an easy thing. So go gentle on yourself is what I want to say. So don't be too hard on yourself. Be gentle on that little soul of yours that is loving and supportive no matter what. And but yeah, I love when there's always a new moon and new beginnings and new opportunities, because I think that's what it's all about. It's all about growth. It's all about learning. It's all about, exploring new things and meeting new people and going to new places and just really filling our souls up with all this wonderful new vibration, and if you go to a new area or go to a new place, actually one of my sons is just saying he loves me too, so isn't that beautiful? I got a response back. My older son said it, and now my baby, and I'm just waiting for the middle son. So yeah, so it's a really beautiful time to just allow new energy coming in, and going to new environments, new places you've never been before, and just allowing yourself to adapt to some something new, something vibrant. And you may be surprised. I have a thing for castles. I love castles. I live in Australia, so there's not many castles in Australia, but I often can project myself. Excuse me, I've got to stop saying that word. Project myself to another place and space, and I often find myself either in Scotland or in England, and just exploring, the castles through astral traveling, and But I would love for Australia to have many. I think in Tasmania we may have one. Maybe one or two. So I don't think there's too many here. And that's what I mean, sometimes going to new places and, when the time is right for me to travel around the world, I definitely will. I haven't done so yet, not physically, but I look forward to that. So, yeah, but I think sometimes when you experience new, different geographic energy as well, like here in Australia at the moment, it's cold. So in other parts of the world, it's warm. And I know at the moment I'm babysitting a dog for our friends, their baby actually, and they've gone to America and heading back to Australia. So they were smart. I thought about it. I thought, wow, that's clever. We're having winter. So you're going to go over there and it's going to be summer, or it's going to be a nice temperature. So, sometimes we have to do that, mix it up, and I think even when we do that, not even leaving the country or leaving our home, sometimes we just have to mix it up in our home, rearrange some furniture, get some energy going in different ways, bring some plants in. If you haven't got plants, bring some new energy in through plants. Plants can be quite uplifting and very supportive. I have plants around, but I have plants that I can manage that won't die on me. I haven't. I used to say I haven't got a green thumb, but I must be honest. I now do have a green thumb. But I've chosen plants that are very hardy. Um, so you might think that's a bit crazy, but I do find having the plants in my home is it's a like. We're really connecting. It's a connection of me nurturing that plant and the energy from that plant nurturing my home environment, my family. So mix it up in your home. Move a few things around. For instance, I don't know if you can see me doing that, but I've got crystals over there. All we need to do sometimes is really just move something. And you might go, what do you mean? Like if you've got a lounge that's sat in that same spot for the last 5 years, maybe you need to just move it slightly. As soon as we move anything in our environment, it shifts the energy. And, I find that's why when people say, oh, let's declutter, there's a reason why people say that and do that and believe in that. And that is because when we have a lot of clutter, the energy in our home can get stuck. So what we do by moving things around, sometimes letting go of something, selling it, giving it away, just getting rid of it, can actually really create such a different vibe in your home. So if you are finding energetically that you haven't got energy or that you're not really feeling it, create it is what I want to say. Create it and make it happen. So you can have that energy in your home that supports you and, may support those around you. I also say to people, if there's been illness in a home, really good to do what I say a sweeping or a cleansing. Okay. How you can do that with a white sage, with a sage stick, with incense if you haven't got a sage stick, and just really open up all the windows, put the clear intentions of cleansing the energy, clearing the energy, making the energy in your home healthy and happy. That's another little point. When we do those little things, what I find is that we really do shift the energy, and vibrationally it helps to lift your auric field. So just little tips that I love bringing on the show, because people sometimes forget, I move things around constantly, and only recently I moved a lot of my books around, and it was great because, excuse me, because my books have been sitting the same. So I actually come across some books that I love. And when I bought them, I loved them. And I thought, I have to stop and read you. So just the little things like that, that can really make a difference to your day, make a difference to the energy in your home and space, and also just make a difference for you. It helps you to feel like you're doing something that, your soul maybe needs to do in that moment. And so I love things like that, anything that can be shifting the energy, supporting your energy, getting you more energy, giving you more energy, breathing. We've talked about breathing before, and breathing is so important. And when we breathe, we're bringing in life force. And when we exhale, we've got to let go of the old, whether it be, stale old energy. So let's start thinking about things like that. I think that's a really good thing to start your week, or even start your weekend on. Is let's make it a weekend where you get things done and you shift the energy around you, and even if you can't physically go somewhere, let's just move that little ornament that's been on that mantelpiece for so long. So yeah, and apart from that, what else can I share with you? My YouTube page has been going very well. So those of you who aren't or haven't checked out my YouTube, please feel free to check it out. And yeah, let's have a look and see. I do a lot of different talks there. I do a lot of different, videos just to help along the way. I created Soul Talk for a reason, and that's so I could talk to the beautiful souls out there. That's you, of course. And I'm actually really looking forward to my caller today. She or he will be coming in soon, and that should be interesting. Oh, that's she. I was right, Angela.
Yes.
In West. Hello, Angela. How are you today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm fantastic. Thank you for calling in. And how can I help you today? What would you like me to tune into, my sweetie?
I was just wondering if you see anything in the future. Things are kind of rough right now.
Okay, yeah. Let's look. So, when I look at things around you, Angela, I get a very strong sense. Just the last, I don't know why, but they're giving me the number 6. It could mean 6 weeks, 6 months. But I kind of want to go more to the last 6 weeks and say it's just been a little bit up and down emotionally. I just feels like there's been pushing and pulling. Does that make sense? It's like your energy's being pushed and pulled. It's like you're ready to go forward, but others around you aren't ready for you to go forward. Why am I saying it like that?
Yeah, I just finished a court case, and it's still kind of like right there, and there's nothing. I'm waiting, and I'm looking for a job, and I've applied and not heard back, and I'm wanting to move, and
yeah, all those things, and I'm going to say this straight away. Yeah, all these things are coming. I can see it, so don't worry. They're all coming in, but it is a matter of you just stopping for a little while and taking a deep breath. I just feel there's been so much stress in your auric field that you haven't let a lot of that go, because you've just had to go from one thing to the next, to the next, to the next. Can you relate to why I'm saying that, honey?
Yes, 100%.
Yeah. So just a little bit of deep breathing and just going, hey, I've got this, and say that to yourself, I've got this, and maybe, if you are a person that's open-minded, ask your guides, ask your angels to clear the way for you, to clear the path, so you can see clearly what's really important for you to be connecting with now. I believe when it comes to a job, the right job will come in. You've got a lot going to happen in this next few weeks. So the next 2 to 3 weeks to me feels very, very strong with this. So it is a matter of trust, and it is a matter of patience, I know. But I am getting very strongly that you are, just give yourself permission to breathe and to relax and to know that there's bigger things coming. And by doing that, I really believe that the angels and everything else, better opportunities are coming when you're less stressed, is what I'm hearing. So I feel like that if you can really work on breathing deeply, letting go of all the stress as you exhale, and calling angels in, calling your guides in, and then just really surrendering. When I say surrendering, it's just totally trusting. Trusting there's a divine power that's working with you. And don't forget to have a bit of fun. My gosh, you've been all stress and no play. That's not fun.
Right.
So maybe what I was saying too earlier in the show about shifting the energy, do you need to move something around in your home to get better energy coming in? Do you know what I mean? Maybe,
Yes.
you know, yeah, I think that would be really, I really feel that's quite, yeah, quite important for you to take note to. So, yeah, do something like that. Maybe rearrange your room a little bit and just feel the difference because we've had a lot of stress. And that stress, it doesn't just resonate in your aura, it actually filters out
Yeah.
into your home. So open the windows, light a candle, put some loud music on, put a beautiful, if you love oils, put a beautiful scent in the home and say, hey, I'm ready. I've got this. I'm ready to move forward. Because you really are. Your soul is so ready and eager to take on the world. But remember, once you move forward, you don't have to go back. So leave the past behind and thank the past for whatever you learned. When we actually acknowledge and give gratitude to something that we've learned, although it may not have been easy at the time, we can then fully move forward without having all that energy or memory attached if it was negative. Yeah.
Right, right. I had to come here for a reason to learn.
Sometimes I think. Well, yeah, we're all here to learn, and I guess we have a choice. We have choice and free will. We can learn a harder way. We can say, "Oh, this is so hard. I can't get this. I'm not going to beat this," or we can turn around and go,
Right,
"Okay, this is really hard, but now I'm going to
right,
kind of like give it my best shot." You know what I mean? And
right.
we create that. We choose that. We have that choice. I'm going to go through this lesson as easy as I can, or I'm going to really struggle with
Yeah,
it. So you have that choice in that
right,
moment. It's quite powerful. Yeah.
right.
So anything
Okay.
else that you'd like?
Do you see anything specific, like career wise or
What have you been
anything like
doing?
that? Uh, Actually, nothing. I'm actually going blind, and I've applied for a job, and I'm waiting to
Okay.
hear back.
What do you want to do?
I
That's what's really
I,
important.
I
What
want
would
to.
you enjoy doing?
My goal, my dream is to teach blind people independence.
Oh, that's so beautiful. It's not a dream. It's just a goal that you've got to work towards.
Well, excuse me, it's a passion. I guess that's my passion. That's what I enjoy.
That's that. And that's what I want to say. So anything that can align you to doing this work, that's what you apply for. Don't apply for just a job. Apply for what you're passionate about. Apply for what your heart and soul wants to do. Because if you
Yeah,
do that, the doors will open. If you honestly, if you you might go, well, I have no, skills in this area. That's okay. When we start off with anything, 90% of the time we don't have, but we learn those skills. And when we learn those skills, we become stronger and smarter and wiser and more confident. So
yeah,
apply for jobs going to take you into your passion rather than applying for
yeah.
jobs just for the sake of applying for them. I really believe you've
Right.
got a beautiful 6 months ahead, darling. And yes, we're still clearing away we're still waiting for things to be pushed out of the way, but then you're on your way, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, yeah,
So I believe your career in the future will be exactly what you're passionate about. But to take those steps in, put yourself in those positions, connect with the organizations that you need to learn whatever skills you need to be able to do what you love doing. That's a soul
right,
passion.
right.
That's not just passion. That's your soul saying, this is what we're doing. This is what we need to do. So let's take those steps towards that. I'd love to hear how it goes for you in the future, darling. I really would, because I have no doubt that you'll be doing what you love doing, and you'll be doing it absolutely beautifully. And I see a lot of support with this. So I believe, that the right people, the right organisations will give you the right opportunities to work in this field.
Yeah,
Pretty
I've already
powerful.
done it a little bit, and it's so much fun.
Yeah.
So I volunteer doing it already.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's
That's
amazing.
great. So, yeah, so you're volunteering already. So from that also gives you a step into that area
Yeah,
that you want to go into. But now it's a matter of telling people what your passion is, telling people that
yeah,
who you're working with as a volunteer. This is what I would love to do. What do I need to do? Who do I need to connect with? Don't be shy,
yeah.
my darling. Be a voice and say, this is what I love. And they can see that when you're there. So they may
Right.
be people that know organizations that can get you in and get you a job doing what you love doing. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Beautiful.
Well, I mean, is
And
there anything else that you see that I haven't mentioned or anything?
I just feel you've got such a beautiful time ahead, to be honest. I think don't be frightened, don't be scared. Be a bit brave and just embrace the beautiful future that lies ahead and the beautiful opportunities that are coming. So I'm really happy for you, to be honest, sweetie. I think, yeah, things are looking really great. And remember, when you just get that little bit of doubt, you just have to say to yourself, I've got this. I've got this. And as soon as
Well,
you say it,
thank you.
you'll go, okay. My pleasure. And it was so lovely to connect with you. And thank you for tuning in today. I really appreciate that. I love you all. That's all. That's the most important thing. And you never say something like that at the end of the show because you forget everything, don't you? So I wish you all I bid you all a beautiful week and hope that you stay healthy, happy, true to your soul. Again, I will be back next week. And please don't be shy to share. Follow me on Facebook or Instagram. I'm everywhere, and I do private bookings. So www.rayleenkable.com.au. I will see you next cycle. And a big thank you and shout out to our lovely team in the background. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Constance. Love you guys, and love you all. Have the most divine, beautiful week, doing whatever your soul is happy to do. And if people aren't happy, that's okay, as long as your soul's happy. I love you. Namaste. Have a beautiful day, and thank you.